So I'm thinking, like, just to start things off, like, we should do, like, a really stupid and cheesy cold open. Like, suddenly be talking about the actual viability of giraffes fighting and what that would do to everyone's persona. Like, how would you react to, like, have you ever seen giraffes fighting?
Yes.
Yeah.
They use the necks.
Like, if
whips.
you got hit by that, like, what do you think the chances of you surviving that would be?
Pretty good since I'm short and they're tall.
Right, but I'm pretty sure they can get down pretty low with that.
Launched.
Like, let's say you were on a platform and could actually get hit by it. What do you think your odds of surviving would be?
I'm just gonna climb off the platform.
Hypothetically, let's say you are
can't
dead
get down
bolted
fast
to the
enough.
fucking platform, and it's just there's no other way.
Given that the
Well,
heads
at
or
that
necks are really
point-
light, you have about a 64% chance of survival depending on its velocity it hits you.
I love how it's very specific at 64.
Because I'm thinking in my head, okay, broken bones in a certain situation where you're going to get hit.
broken skull.
Well, if it hits you in the skull, yeah, but you gotta remember, giraffes' necks and heads are still pretty light for their body, otherwise they would die. So you're gonna get hit by a pretty much cushiony, lightweight but long tube. Think of like a pool noodle with a rod in it.
They have those little nub horns.
Let's see.
It's very true.
Here we go.
Like,
If a giraffe swung its neck at full force and hit somehow with a 2,000 psi.
So yeah, so about 50 to 60% chance of survival, 50 to 70 depending. It's the fall that happens if you're on a platform that's gonna hurt you, or if it launches.
But if I'm
in the air.
deadbolted, I'm stuck on the platform anyways.
Well,
right,
it's
so
gonna.
chances are your ankles probably shatter at this point.
Yeah, if you're dead bolted to the thing, you're probably gonna rip your legs off. You'll die of bleeding.
Average 150 pound per person. Yep, swinging at you. Okay, fair enough.
Wait, there's a whole fucking article
Yes.
answering that?
There's a
course there
someone
is.
asked it. If a giraffe swung its neck at full force and hit someone with it, how much damage do you think it would do?
Depending on
So
where
yeah,
it hits
we're
you.
just gonna start with a cold open like this from this point forward because this is fucking great. Anyway, hello everyone, welcome back to Oven Dice and Demons.
Wait a second, we were going for that.
Yes,
Did you seriously just cold open with saying we should start our cold open with?
yes, very much so.
And yeah,
Because fuck it, why not? This is my show. I'm doing this shit live, motherfuckers. Besides, what better way to open up with some comedy of, do you think you can survive a giraffe fucking headbutting you? Which
Maybe.
apparently you have about a 50 to 70% chance of surviving. I'm Max K, by the way, and I'm the Dungeon Master here. Guiding what?
I was about to say my name when I'm.
Oh. You were holding your finger up like, question. As we learned from the Halloween campaign. Captain!
Yes.
I'm just holding my finger up. I got nothing to say.
I'm holding my paint. There you go.
Very good. And because of all of this, I am so going to enjoy what happens to all of you this session. And spoilers, it's not going to be fun. The
We've
fight
angered the
might be
DM.
fun, but everything afterwards, oh buddy, we're going to have some good times. As always, I am joined by...
Crafty Andy.
Nash.
Ken.
Kieran.
So, it has been... What? No, we met last week, so yeah, it hasn't been a minute. So we are back into it, left on a bit of a cliffhanger for the guys, with Einkill apparently turning tail, or I don't know, turning traitor, and somehow now remembering, hey, shit's gone down with Byzantium, I've always been this way. But they don't know that yet. This is gonna be fun.
You fucking brown coat.
What? Turncoat.
Turncoat. You will not besmirch the brown coats on this fucking table without serious consequences. Do not do that again, my man. Do not do that again.
Speaking about Benedict Arnold, did I ever tell you that my favorite breakfast dish for the longest time has been eggs with hollandaise sauce?
Yes. It's great.
I've been addicted to it for years.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I knew it was going there.
You know, normally DMs should feel bad about TPKs. Right now, it's looking more and more tempting.
Oh, come on. Egg jokes always go over easy.
Slap him. Slap him, please.
Alright, I have to give credit where credit is due. That last one was not my joke. A coworker said it. I just poached it.
Slap him. Chris, if you step him, you get your axe back this session. Not like, you know what, fuck it.
I got my axe back.
No, you don't.
Yep.
Nope.
Can you say
Uh,
that?
It must have been an actual, like, I need to hear it from the other room
Oh,
slap.
fine, alrighty, Kenny.
Oh boy.
Don't.
Don't.
Slap me, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Don't.
It's too late now.
Aw.
You had your chance.
You did, and
You blew it.
you played yourself. Yeah, you had your chance and you blew it!
I think violence is a Twitch TOS.
Yeah.
Violence is always the solution. Whereas we're about to find out.
Anyway,
That nose snake creature looks awfully familiar.
what?
What?
No, I'm talking in character because
Oh.
remember he's up high and we're like, oh, he's up there.
Oh, no, yeah. So now we're in game. You all walk out with a small group of Dragonborn, don't worry about them right now, into what looks to be a pretty recently used arena. There's some, what you can tell are blood splatters somewhere, kind of where you're now entering out into. You have no idea whose blood that is, but considering you are looking up and you're seeing a recently face disassembled and reassembled Einkill, you kind of have an idea. Though you're a little confused as to he's just kind of standing by who you are assuming is like the big boss of this monastery. He's just kind of sitting there, not really like on a dais or anything, but just kind of on like a platform. He has kind of his hands folded, or his fingers interlaced like this, chin just kind of resting on it. Elbows are on his knees, and he's just leaning forward, looking with kind of vague interest would be the best way to describe. He's just kind of okay. And Einkill's just kind of standing beside him, just arms crossed, just kind of leaning on a pillar, a little more relaxed, just watching you with complete and utter disinterest. And needless to say, y'alls are a little shocked to see him. Especially seeing that these guys essentially kind of drugged you and stuffed you in a not very fun dungeon. At least not the fun type of dungeon I'm sure y'all are wanting, but, you know, hey. So, naturally, you're just like, what the fuck is going down?
I'm gonna start like patting him like on the shoulder. Like, oh, it is our friend's evil twin brother.
No, that's him.
No, evil twin brother. I
They
can
would
tell.
smell the same.
They would not smell the same.
I can definitely tell. You should trust this one.
No. Something's up. Something's
Yes,
very
they are up.
They gave us protective equipment. There's blood everywhere. There isn't normally an audience when we're in a slaughterhouse.
It's just grapefruit.
No, you can smell it. It is very much so blood,
It
my
is
guy.
just grapefruit.
It
Always a con
it is
man.
very much so blood, my guy. It's not burned blood. I'm not going to get into smells right now.
Inkel, what the fuck happened to you?
He just kind of looks at you and just continues staring. Not answering.
Where is your good twin brother?
Same response. And speaking of which, let's just actually get him off the field. He's more like
Up. So
Right
he
here.
can't represent up. Or at least that's how I was picturing
You put him on the
being
field.
like,
Why do I hear Dark Souls
Wait,
boss music?
oh.
oh, don't tempt me.
Start rolling.
Alright.
So you all walk out into this arena, and the doors kind of slam shut behind you, and they are barred very quickly. And you can tell just from the sound of these doors and what was latching them shut behind you, these are fucking heavy duty ass doors. Like this is not something you can just like shoulder plate against and they'll open up. No, they're designed to make sure you stay the fuck in here.
They were slammed pretty hard.
They were slammed pretty hard.
I'm not gonna make that joke. Never mind.
Let's stay in character for now.
Please, yes. As well as you know, the door shut behind you. You all kind of look at it. You notice that around the door and around the top of the arena, there are various runes and sigils carved into it, and they are glowing very slightly. And you notice just by kind of looking at the other dragon, there are a couple dragonborn sorcerers in there with you, Safia included. And you notice that these sigils and runes are very much so similar, if not identical, just on a larger scale. As well, on your studded armor, and this is again particular to yours and the magic users. Those little patches that were on there, since it is a little patched up, though whatever's underneath it does start to glow a little bit. You can see those.
Can I Arcana this?
Go ahead.
Also, Max, can we rip the armor off? I forgot.
No, you can't.
No, you die.
You'll die.
Okay, so it's
So you
Especially
get
you.
like Saw Trap.
I'm gonna burn a sorcery point.
Okay.
13 or 12. Sorry.
Okay. I'll answer your question in a second, but you can rip their armor off, yes. But you don't exactly know what's going to happen to it because of those glowing sigils underneath it. If you try to remove your armor, you know that there is like a blade or a spike on the
That's
back end
right.
that if you try to, it will like straight up sever your spinal column. And
That's not an important organ, right?
yeah, and you also have a feeling that because they know Garu so well, chances are this blade is also coated in silver. So you're having this feeling like I probably should not try this. But back to you. You know that, since you recognize that these are some kind of magic sensitive runes, that they are reactive to it. But from what you're gathering, you kind of get the sense that these are acting as kind of barriers, where if you are inside this barrier, you might be able to do something, but go beyond it, and that protection fades.
I'm going to attempt to cast Prestidigitation.
What does that do again? I'm sorry.
It's just an illusory effect. So I'm just going to make a bunch of fireworks appear out of my hands.
Okay. And that's a cantrip, correct?
Yep.
Okay, good. So you do the whole presentation, and sure enough, it goes off without a hitch. As you do so, it also feels that the armor you are wearing becomes lighter than air. So it's like you're wearing clothes versus armor.
So
As well, you do feel that the collar, I'm calling it, around your neck, it does warm up a bit, but not like, oh, it's going to burn a hole through me. It's more just like, oh, this is warm now.
Gotcha. So as I do the fireworks, I'm going to also cast Minor Illusion, and have a voice introduce me, be like, and from the doors now comes Ezra Nightshade, the great and powerful.
You're just kind of doing this, like looking around, spinning around, looking at the eyes, and they're just like,
I'm gonna Minor Illusion loud clapping.
everyone's just like,
Just imagine them disappointed blinking.
the Grandmaster just kind of looks and goes, well, at least we now know who the fuck this guy is. Fucking idiot.
That is how they'd react.
What's up, Andy?
Oh, nothing. I was just grabbing something.
Did something spill?
No, I was gonna grab a drink.
Oh, this was the only buy one left.
As well, as he's doing that, you two are just kind of looking around the room, and you notice along the walls there are like attached to the walls that are easily like liftable or breakable off various weapons. Not exactly good quality weapons, but at least weapons you can use.
It is a weapon.
Very
it meets
much
the
so.
bare minimum definition of a weapon.
Can I use the wall as a weapon?
I don't think the wall's
try.
gonna come off.
I don't think the wall
You
detaches.
can certainly try. Whether or not you succeed is a different matter altogether. But you are welcome to try.
Good.
Lovely. All right.
All right. So, as all of you move into the room, you're just kind of off to the side here. The Dragonborn are off to this side. I'm assuming that's how you're being arranged,
Yes.
because you're behind the biggest dude here. And you do notice that there are doors on the other side, which now that you're all entering, they slowly begin to open as well. And from it emerge quite a few figures. In that, just like two regular looking dudes walk out. They are kind of holding or pulling chains behind them, and they just kind of pull out these two very large looking feline figures, two each, I should say. And they just kind of force them into the room, and you notice, like, huh, these cats are quite big. They also have 6 legs. Why do they have tentacles?
Oh, fuck. It's a displacer beast.
I know.
As they're
Motherfuckers, roll for initiative.
as the doors
Wait,
open,
can I seduce one? I want to displace
No.
a beast boyfriend.
No.
Okay, I'm glad we're getting to this now because I am loving to say this as a DM. No, you can't have a displacer beast on your party.
I know. I just want him to have a boyfriend. He doesn't have to be in the party.
He's hungry.
I am so disappointed. Anyways,
Have you ever tried to get Tucker to do anything when he's hungry and sees food?
can I ask when the doors open and they're being brought out? Can I minor illusion a bunch of booze from the crowd?
Why
You just
not?
want to picture a battle arena for yourself, a stadium. At least I want to get the feeling of having a crowd watch me.
This order's gonna kill me. There, that's better. Jeez. Have y'all's rolled initiative?
Yeah.
22.
15.
10.
Sehr gut.
I imagine you want to switch the camera.
I will as soon as I get this order locked in. There it is, jeez. Kira, please roll again. Or roll a deck save, please.
I save.
Oh, that landed on the edge.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Not even gonna math that. I'm gonna take these out so they stop colliding.
Okay. And with this, Chris, do something.
All right. First things first is are these displacer beasts actually intelligent or are they not intelligent?
They are not intelligent. They were raised to obey certain people. You are not a certain person, therefore you are prey.
I was hoping they'd be intelligent displacer beasts.
They
They're
are.
gonna talk to you.
They were. You have a feeling they were raised to fight in these pits. Therefore, no.
Now, is there actually two or is one illusioned?
Based on the fact that the ringleader kind of pulled them both forward, they are both very much real.
All right. And where are these weapons at?
They're along the walls, like they're like you see the trim along here. They're kind of like that high up. and
Is
they're
there
kind
a
of
great
on the
axe I can just grab?
wall. There is a simple great axe. Yes.
Good. I'll take the great axe.
Okay. Bear in mind, it is just a simple great axe. So
1d12.
1d12.
That's just like mine.
Well, move your
Hand
character.
axe, I guess, if they got one.
There's one that you see, but we'll wait for you.
All right. I grab the great axe,
Mhm.
which I'm guessing is my action. or
that's
is that
your-
going to be my bonus action?
I'll let it be a bonus action because you're just kind of, if it was hard to get off the wall, I would make you do a strength check in order to get it, but it's just kind of
You're running
loosely
with it.
held there and you just kind of pull it off real quick.
Cool. I'm going to hold action. After that, I'm going to hold my attack.
Oh.
Because I don't trust these displacer beasts and what they're capable of, and I don't
You're
remember
gonna let
what
them
they
come
can
to you
do.
then.
So, actually, I'm probably going to use the rest of my movement to just go back there to protect these two. And I'm going to hold position and hold action and wait to see what happens next. So if they attack me, I'm going to retaliate.
Okay. So with that, we have Big White here. He's just kind of moving up here. Just kind of stalking up as well. I don't have a good thing for it. As it gets closer, just kind of prowling around you, you notice that even though you have perfect 20/20 vision, it appears to get fuzzy
Yeah.
and not really doing much of anything before finally just straight up pouncing on you.
Okay, I'm going to use that to retaliate. And since it came into me, I guess you could say it's an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Well, if it's entering your threat range, it wouldn't be an attack of opportunity.
When you hold your
You can take your turn when it enters, yeah.
okay.
Okay, so this will be, because it has activated displacement, it will be with disadvantage.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
There.
Why did you roll 3?
4.
Why'd
Why?
you roll 4?
Because I have 2 attacks.
Oh, okay. So,
So
That's a 1.
that's a natural 1, so that misses. It's disadvantage, so I have 1 attack at 8 plus, so 16.
okay, so 1 hits, but 1 is a critical fail. So, as you go to swing your axe for the second attack, I'll have this be the second attack because I feel merciful. Go ahead and roll damage for the second attack.
Okay.
Or for the first attack, excuse me.
7 plus 15.
15 damage? Okay. Alright. And as you go in for the next attack, since this is just like a straight up axe with a shaft on it, not like really made to be gripped or not something that you're used to, as you go for it, the axe just kind of slips a little bit out of your hand and kind of flings itself back into the wall. So the blade head just kind of embeds itself in the wall.
Okay.
This is like,
Just slid off. You got a stick now.
They lubricated the handle.
So I have to grab another axe out of the wall. Or
you could
something.
probably grab this other one. It's just kind of stuck in there right now. You could probably just like wrench it out.
Alright, I wrenched
Pictured
it
it being
out.
like those
It's back in the wall, and that's
Oh, I
Maybe
can't
another
move.
action yet.
yeah.
So, I
That was it. That was your 2 attacks.
It needs. It's
I can
going-
still bite.
Oh.
Well, it's now the Displacer Beast's turn, my dude.
No, I meant like I still have my bite attack.
That's a bonus action, isn't it?
You already used your bonus action?
You can have as
You
many
got-
bonus actions as you need.
Oh.
Like they're bonus actions, you can do them. I mean,
Free actions are.
Roll
free
the
actions, yes.
If you don't die.
5 plus.
You don't know.
Yeah, so it's like 13. I think a Displacer Beast has an AC of 15.
Mm-hmm. No, 14, but yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's now swinging at you, my dude.
Alright,
That is an 18.
that's gonna hit.
Second one.
My AC is 15, remember?
And,
points.
well, not, I don't know, or I know, but do they know? That's right. Yeah, they're all wearing armor. He's wearing half plate, the rest of them are wearing studded armor, except for you, it feels a little lighter than air. So,
Ah.
Yeah, that reduced my AC.
Yeah, you said that mine counts as armor, right?
if you go outside the range of the glyphs, yes. But right now, it's not. You have a feeling it's not acting as such. It's more just
Oh.
acting as.
Do I still have that AC?
No. Or let's come back to that.
Okay.
So, one hits, the other does not. Nice. Take 10 damage, Chris.
Alright, let me add that to my thing. I'm responding to Geek Squad about my TV.
Yeah, don't you have
right
a thing that keeps you from doing spells too?
now. No, he
Not
can
right
do
now.
that. He
Oh,
can do
okay.
that now. He can use spells.
Okay.
Otherwise, he'd been dead by now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the
Hey.
other displacer beast, it's his turn now, is going to just kind of stalk up, noticing the other side. Just going to come into the side, just wanting to join this party, corner you guys a little bit. It is not looking at either of you two, so if you wish to attack it, it's going after the biggest threat. They recognize, and the ringleader just kind of goes like, "Get him! Get him! Get him!" So, if you wish to slap at it as an attack of opportunity or do something else, you are more than welcome to.
I'll claw at it.
This one has not activated displacement yet, so
That was a nat 20.
Oh!
you know what? I'll take it.
Is that double 2 dice?
Go
for
for
damage?
the throat. Or actually, go for the eyes. Blind it.
for the
It
eyes.
is max damage plus rolling a
Okay.
die.
Oh, going for the eyes would be a cold shot.
What do you mean?
Disadvantage. Oh.
He rolled a perfect 6.
So
It's
that's
your lucky day.
16 damage.
Okay, that's Alright. So, Chris, you're also getting hit by this guy because it's recognizing that you are in fact the biggest threat, so it's taking you out.
So that was a cat fight.
That's a 17 that hits, and that is a non-natural 20, so that also hits. Jeez, this dice is brutal. Take 20 damage.
Wow.
And
So I
with
took
that,
10. That was 10.
And now
Wait.
20.
Okay, so
20, because I rolled full damage on both those die, so it's 10 damage altogether. Or 10
Yeah.
damage per hit, so 20 damage altogether.
and that's after you calculate in half.
Half.
Are you raging?
Huh?
You did not say
You
so.
didn't say
Oh.
so.
I
What?
put it on my thing. Whoops.
Well, we can't see that.
Yeah. Moving forward, unless you say specifically I am enraged, I will not count you as enraged. Because it needs to be something you activate.
Oh.
So it's not something that happens automatically. It is something you activate.
We'll activate next turn. I can still take the damage. You
Yes.
know I can. So we'll
Is there a
do.
downside to activating that, like concentration or something?
It's a
It's a-
finite resource.
Yeah, you can only do it
Whoops.
based on level. I think right now he has 3
Mhm.
charges, and you get more charges going up, and it lasts only a certain amount of turns if memory serves. But
Yeah.
we'll get to that when we get to
There
that.
it goes.
So, all right, Kier, do something.
Well, on the wall, going for I imagine that's the wall.
Yeah, I mean,
Going for X.
No, I'm going.
anything with a along the gold line on there is going to be the wall.
That's right, you have no guns.
Like I was here.
BJ doesn't need no guns.
There is a hand axe
Mhm.
as you move, or at least a simple weapon. So
Yeah. I was just hoping that so I'd have easier calculation.
that's fine.
Right, let's go for the side of this displacer, which is it's the shimmery one.
Yes, it is currently being displaced. So any roll will have disadvantage.
Okay.
Shimmer.
18.
Okay, so that's an 18.
It'd be +5, but let's see what the lower one is. 9 + 5. So that's not gonna.
That's
Wait,
that's
actually,
a four,
that
that's
is exactly.
That's a 14. So it meets. So go ahead.
1d6 + 3.
Six.
Totally missed the trait, but
So good. All right. Do you have anything else you can do?
oh yeah, that's right. I can double attack. Let's go for it. That's disadvantage again.
Mm-hmm.
8. That's
Eight.
probably going to be a lower one. Or the dice could say fuck you, because that's a 5. That attack don't do shit.
So you go for one of the shimmering tentacles, and it's just like, what? Kenny, it's finally your turn.
I need a strength save from this one. I'm going to use my mind to shove it.
All right. What do I need to beat?
15.
That does not beat it.
Cool. I'm going to shove him 5 feet. With the rain starting here. I can. I'm going to put this back as far as I can so I don't hit these two.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. Right here, fireball at 4th level.
Woo! Oh, okay. We're getting into fireball territory now. About fucking time.
Oh, because they're far enough.
I didn't know you had fireball.
Just most of the time we're too
Surprise!
close.
I need dexterity saving throws from all of them.
Fair enough. First one, that doesn't meet, because I'm assuming I have to beat 15 again.
Yes.
Alright, that doesn't do it. That sure as shit doesn't do it. And for Mr. Ringleader, just barely. He
All
gets
right.
it.
He gets it? Alright, cool. He takes half. But, may I have a donation of D6s, please? I need 9 total.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
I have 3.
I'm missing
Here's a weird one.
I'm going to give this one back to you because it looks too close like mine. I don't want to get ours mixed up.
Fair enough.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I just need 3 more.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, hold up. Yeah, okay.
Here.
I'm gonna
Use that guy when you roll it.
I'm just gonna do 3 at a time so I don't.
Alright.
Oh my god.
So how does that work?
Death, that's how it works.
So is that all
A
damage?
lot of pain is about to happen.
Alright, so 10, 20, 36 damage.
On who?
All of them.
You guys are out of range.
So
Wait, it's that?
It is a 20-foot radius.
I forgot how big that motherfucker is.
And for my next trick, I cast Fireball.
I cast kaboom!
Alakablam.
Yeah.
Alakablam.
So you said 36 damage altogether?
Yes, the one dude does take half, so that would be 18.
Yeah. Hold on, I need to get a calculator.
Yours?
now. Okay, so
That's yours?
Yep.
And then you're the blue one?
yes.
Okay.
Me. Boop.
Okay, that shifted things dramatically. Well done.
I'm gonna hide back here because I know what's about to come after that.
Those displacer beasts are
Aggro.
still alive?
Very much so.
Holy.
For challenge 3 beasts, they have a fuck ton of health.
Oh, yeah.
And they're hard to hit.
But how you beat them is
Fireball.
save spells.
Yeah.
Because disadvantage to attacks, but you know what they don't get advantage on? Saves.
I have one of those, but
So
it
they are,
requires a gun.
even the shiny one is just like, what the fuck? And the Ringleader's just like, how did I miss that? How did it miss me? What is happening?
Oh, he still lost his hair and his eyebrows.
He had no hair to begin with, so it's just like, are my gone eyebrows still gone? Oh, my makeup, I just brushed it off. Fuck!
I'm gonna like turn to the ground and like take a bow.
And everyone's just like, what the fuck just happened? What the legitimate fuck just happened? Either Ringleader's just like, he just looks at you and is like, you didn't tell me he could do that. Did you know he could do that? I'm gonna take that as a no. What the fuck?
Did this one not say he is the great and powerful?
I did not know you could cast Fireball. Holy shit. I'm just gonna clap.
There there's a moment of pause after the fireball because of fucking course there is. Someone just cast fireball. There's a necessary second where you just have to go. Okay, that happened.
Do it again!
Shit, that
Do
happened.
it again. I wasn't looking.
In this momentary pause, you start hearing a screaming coming from the opposite corner of you, and you all kind of look up, and one of the Dragonborn sorcerers had decided that in the silence he was going to take a chance and misty step up to the head honcho of the monastery, and as he got out of the misty step and out of the range, you notice that the collar around his neck starts essentially burning white hot. And before anyone asks, no, this is not a red or brass dragonborn. So no resistance to this shit. And he is just like
Oopsie.
on his knees, just screaming, just trying to get this off, but his hands keep burning as he's touching this. Before finally it just gets so hot it just goes right down through and just kind of falls down in front of the master, who's just
He
like,
did an oopsie.
sucks to suck.
He messed around and found out.
And it's also worth mentioning the other Dragonborn that were with you in this are fighting the other two Displacer Beasts and the ringleader, as it were, the other ringleader of the Displacer Beasts. So they have their own hands full. They're on the opposite side, and they seem to be doing pretty all right. You get the feeling like you guys have fought these before, haven't you? Yeah, you fought these before. Anyway, back to the action. Chris, do something.
All right, so I'm going to. Which are they both still displacing, or are they shook up enough they are out of displacement?
One still is displaced. The white one is because. Well, let me actually read this real quick.
Is it concentration?
If it is
Displacer.
hit by an attack, so the fireball counts.
Yes.
As an
Yes.
It is an attack.
Very much. Okay. So they are no longer being displaced because, well, fireball happened. And
Which-
even if it wasn't an attack, fireball is enough to make anything just go, okay, this happened.
And all right, come here, little shit. One.
Need your axe.
Oh, you need to grab your axe first.
Yeah, I am. I'm grabbing
Your
axe.
Another
I'm-
axe.
I'm raging.
Okay.
This time I'm raging, and activating Beast Hide, so my AC goes up by 1 point.
You're wearing armor, my dude.
I can still Beast Hide.
I thought.
The shifter B side does stack on top of
Okay, fair.
armor. It's like a natural armor bonus.
Okay, I thought it was barbarian. Okay, never mind.
Nope.
Go ahead.
So yeah, because having 15 sucks, and now I have 16. Haha!
All right, one more.
That can mean all the difference.
I actually had 16 before.
Tucker.
Anyway.
I have a really high dex.
Anyway.
So now I'm raging in that, and let's see here. I got my axe back.
Yeah, and what? Got your axe back.
That's adorable.
He's so cute.
You
It's
will
just a
not
little
have a
kitten.
baby displacer beast join your party.
It's just a big murder kitten.
Yeah, they are chaotically evil though.
Do not tempt me.
We'll name him JoJo. And he'll be very bizarre. We'll go on adventures together.
You wake
I'm
up,
leaving.
your nose is missing. I guess it was
See you
hungry
all
this
later.
morning.
You are my friend now. Let's go get top tacos later.
Well,
All right, I'm thinking of what I'm doing. So I'm already geared up. I'm wondering if I should hold again.
No.
I mean, it's not displaced, so
Yeah. All right.
it is completely up to you.
So go for it.
Let's see what my abilities are. Yep. Yep. 2 attacks with my great axe. Well, if I move, I only get 2 attacks. I can't use.
There we go.
Alright. Boop.
It can be simultaneously cute while vicious.
Do not tempt me.
We're gonna have a displacer beast in our party. This is not gonna go well for us. This is gonna be a very bad
Then it
time.
eats
Oh,
you in
dude.
your sleep.
Once again, don't tempt me. Roll.
5 plus 8, so 14.
5 plus 8, that's 13.
Or 13. I'm done.
That
Sorry.
misses.
The other one is 12.
That
plus-
hit.
Sorry.
You don't need to roll for that. I know it. If you roll a minimum of, let's see, it's 14. If you roll, and what's your plus modifier?
Plus 8.
Okay. If you roll a minimum of 7, you're fine. Or 6, you're fine. But so only one hit.
Alright, so it hits, and I'm going to then bite. That hits 8. So my first attack is a D12. My second attack is a what is it, D8? Yeah. So 5 plus 6, 7. My gut brain. 12 plus 9. So
21.
21. So 21 damage to him.
On white guy? Okay.
Yep.
He's starting to not look too good, guys. Alright, and in return for that, he's going to turn around because now big threatening thing is being big threatening thing. It's going to swing twice at you, Chris.
Alright. It's gotta be a 16.
I'm more. That's a 17,
Motherfucker.
Oh.
and that is a 25.
Jesus.
It's your hit
Yep.
points.
Down to 80. But I'm raging now, so any damage he does to me, it only does half damage.
Okay.
Unless it somehow magically has psychic damage for each attack, which I know it doesn't.
Okay, this is half damage. Take 10 damage.
Alright, down to 70.
Alright. Now, the other guy, seeing that big enemy is in big enemy form, comes around here to flank. So,
Wait, he just moved through an attack.
Did
No.
no.
Oh,
You
wait,
don't
where
do
was
too.
he? I thought he was here.
he moved around.
Oh, okay.
So,
Whoop. Come here.
okay. That is a 16 again. And that's a 16 again.
God damn it, they both matched.
Okay.
It's a good thing I'm a fucking tank. I'm Olga.
Okay. That's an additional 11 damage to you, Chris. That's already halved.
Thank you.
Alright. Kier, do something.
Well, closer. Which one was actually not looking so good?
The
white
one that you would have to move through, Chris, to hit.
Can I use a free action to try to tell him
I
something?
mean, you have to kill them all, but anyways.
By all means.
Try to shove them close together.
That would work.
So charge into
I
it
mean,
and try
can
to
I
shove
even
it.
push?
Yes.
You can always push. It's an athletics check, so.
I could just like
Just,
Charge
body
into it.
slam.
Yeah, body slam.
just,
Okay.
just remember it's a large beast and you're a medium-sized creature.
It's not gonna work out.
It might. You have to roll for it.
It is entirely possible. It's not a good idea, but it's entirely possible.
Never mind, I will shove them.
You know what? Wait,
How many
or he's in
fireballs
that
can you
square,
use?
So I'd be there.
4.
Oh my god!
I imagine he's trying to line up a shot.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
I was
many
asking.
fireballs you can do?
I forgot your character's name.
Ezra.
Ezra. That's right. I almost say Axel.
Wait. No. So I can cast 5 fireballs. Because I can turn...
So you're down to 4.
Yes. I would have to turn sorcery points into spell slots, though.
That's fine.
Wait. 10. But I'm completely out of spell slots after that, and no sorcery points. Because I can also turn spell slots into sorcery points. That's burning all my first and second level spell slots.
And they're not displacing anymore, right?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
That's not gonna hit.
What is it?
It's an 8. I think it has to be a 9 to hit because of my +5.
Yes.
Yep.
Other attack is a fuck you.
What'd you roll?
That was a 7.
Okay.
Action surge. 1 additional action.
Sure. Why not?
20. Okay.
Nat 20 or...
Yeah, nat 20.
Okay, very good.
All right. One.
Wait, if you action surge for more attacks, you get one more attack.
Yeah.
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 Just calculating this one in. So it'd be 6 + 3. plus I'm gonna
I heard that.
fuck you. 13 for that attack.
13 damage.
Yep. 14. So that one hit too. And then eight.
Okay, so 13 and 8 damage.
1 and 1.
They're starting to not look so hot. And you can thank the MVP of this battle, of course, you can thank for that.
No.
Which, by the way, do something.
All right.
I can take the hit.
I'm going to attempt to shove him 5 feet. So I need.
Move up. Move him up.
Huh?
Oh.
Oh, I don't have to move up. I don't have to move up.
Oh, you're. Oh, right, man.
I have telekinesis.
Alright.
So I need a strength saving throw from him to shove him 5 feet.
Okay. Barely doesn't make it.
Sweet. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on both of them. So I need a dexterity saving
Just
throw.
use fireball. I can take it.
Bear in mind, you are also dealing with allies in here.
I'm in front of everyone. So
I'm talking about the Dragonborn.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Well, the Dragonborn aren't next to us, are they?
They're kind of on the other side here, so they might take some because you're not exactly focused on how they're doing. All right, so for
Oh, the outside of the
guys,
boundaries. I figured the
that
boundaries
is
would
a
keep
fail.
that
That is also a fail.
5 damage.
in.
8 damage.
Yeah.
5 to one, 8 to another.
Okay, 5 to 1, 8 to another. Which one is which?
I'll do 8 and 5.
Okay. How does the white one die?
Well, is it daytime? Wait, can I tell if it's daytime? Like, is there a ceiling overhead or?
Because it is dark in here, yes, but it's so far up and so dark you cannot tell
All right.
how far it is.
So as I cast Sacred Flame for me is flavored like moonlight being cast down. So the moon, like a moon, like kind of like moonlight appears and like starts to sear its flesh and causes like burn and then fall to the ground.
Okay, so
Scorpion fatality.
No, that's Night Wolf.
So a beam of just light somehow, like almost like a spotlight, just kind of starts coming down from it, and like a spotlight, just like just kind of moving all over the field, just trying to before finally settling on him. It's like, and then this place was just like, just looking at him, it's like this is actually pleasant, and slowly the beam just gets more and more and more and more narrow, and it's just like, okay, hold up, this is actually getting uncomfortable. This is actually before it just kind of a full
Boom.
beam of light just slams into it and crushes it.
When it dies, I'm gonna sing "Blinded by the Light."
Yes.
Rolled up like a deuce in the middle of the night.
Okay, so for anyone viewing, I just want to take this moment to say something. It has been very interesting. I've been sending these clips, these streams to Andy for archivist purposes and so that they're not lost. And it's been very interesting watching myself slowly lose what little semblance of sanity I have fucking left while trying to get these dipshits to do things. And I don't know what that says about me. Probably something which is concerning on many levels. Anyway.
Love you, Max.
Anyway. So, the ringleader just kind of goes, "No, excuse me. No!
Wait.
My own friend."
Do that voice again.
It's almost caught in my throat.
Oh, I thought the dude was actually doing the like. I thought it was him actually talking that voice and then
And then
clearing
going,
his
"Oh, wait a
throat and being
minute."
deep again.
No, that was him. He's like, "No, no, Jimmy!"
Oh yes, but like something cuts in your throat. That does usually. Is this how you
My
normally
dude, you
talk?
have such bigger things to worry about.
I mean, really, do I?
Considering the fact that now that this place is, the other one's just kind of looking at you going, "That was my friend."
I'm gonna flip at the bird.
So now they're gonna rage like Halo's elites do and take out their partner.
You're thinking about the fucking hunters.
Oh, hunters, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
let's also get mad.
They can.
They
and,
just-
and grunts just go fucking insane and run at you with 2 plasma.
Because the
grenades.
hunters, you basically
No,
took
they're
out their
like,
life
fuck
partner.
this shit and start running away.
Uh-huh. Anyway, Chris, do something.
All right.
Yeah, one left.
Oh, it's fucked. Nat 20, 4.
I'm just gonna ask.
How does it die?
I'm gonna cleave its head in half.
Like, are you
Like an
cleaving
egg?
Half.
Yeah.
Half.
No, just straight down. It's one hit,
Straight
hit
down
down.
the
Yeah.
middle? Okay.
So yeah.
It's not ways you
Okay,
cut in half.
As the other one gets crushed, obliterated by a beam of light, somehow your light has mass. Congratulations, you've broken physics. The other one just starts looking at Kenny, just like, you motherfucker. And as it turns its head, you just like, all right, make this easy for me, and just bring the axe down, and somehow it still dies, but somehow as you are bringing it down with so much force, and somehow this thing's spine is so strong that as it enters into the skull and hits the spine, it just full on fucking stops, and the shaft of the axe just snaps in two before it finally just goes
What?
and just falls down.
Cat got your tongue, or does dog have your tongue?
I hate you so much. And with that, the ringleader just looks and goes,
I still have to attack. I still have an attack left. Can I charge him and bite him in the neck?
Wait.
so as you're doing, the ringleader just goes, oh, fuck this shit, I'm out. And somehow for a human just straight up leaps out of the arena onto the dais above.
Can I go out? Can I try to chase after him? I want to eat him.
Is he
Did you not see what happened to the last guy that tried that?
using a spell to do that?
No.
Okay.
It is pure athletics. So
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I wanted to eat him.
go ahead and make an acrobatics with disadvantage.
I wonder if this event has caused
Nat 20.
Disadvantage.
20, 18.
18. So 18. Well, that's before I add my bonus. So it's 18 plus 7. So 25.
Okay. So, sure enough, yeah, he vaults onto the dais that the grandmaster or the head honcho is. I'm just gonna call him grandmaster. You have a feeling he's the master of this monastery, and you're running after him before the head honcho just kind of stands up, and somehow this is fast as you can see. He just like has his finger right on your neck and just hits a few pressure points, and you just straight up freeze up. He's just like.
I wanted to bite his head off.
Before
Nope,
he just
too
looks
bad.
and he goes, well, this was interesting. You could prove useful, but we'll need to take you down a peg or so. Before he just kind of puts his hand on you, and with surprising strength for the dude's maybe 5'5". For surprising strength, he just straight up shoves you back down into the pit, and you just fall straight on your back.
So I didn't get to eat him.
No.
How are the Dragonborn doing?
The Dragonborn, a couple of them are bloodied up. Safia is looking a little exhausted. And of course, one of the guys that came in with you is kind of now barbecued.
Yeah.
No one important though, right?
No. Like, Johan's still there, Safia's still there, and like, you know your guys are still doing okay. And the other ringleader kind of did the same thing. He just vaulted out of there. And everyone's in the audience is now kind of looking at all the combatants, and is like, okay. Now we're doing something interesting. And slowly you start kind of regaining the ability to move. It takes about a minute or so. And the Grandmaster just kind of comes to the edge of the dais and looks at all of you. Well, this has been quite informative. It's been a while since all 4 of our pets have been defeated so resoundingly. congratulations are in order to all of you. This has been educational, and I feel we could work with this. So, if you don't mind me saying, back to your cages. We'll be with you shortly. And on cue, as soon as he said, like, vials of liquid start raining down into the pit. And as soon as they smash open this noxious gas, you kind of
nap time.
recognize it as the gas that they used on you before. It just starts forming and overwhelming you. They've thrown a fuck ton of these guys. And much like before, you start hacking, wheezing, your sight gets blurry before finally knocked unconscious.
Nap time juice.
Mm-hmm.
It's the last thing Roland says before he falls. Nap time juice.
A few hours of course pass, and let's start with you. You wake up, you don't really feel the previous effects of it. You still feel like really groggy, really cloudy. Your arms are really heavy, and you don't feel bad, you just feel off. After a few minutes of just getting your bearings, you notice you are in a completely marble white room. Just not sterile white, but it's very white, it's very bright, there are torches lit. You can't quite make out the details around you, your vision's still really hazy, but you do know that you are very much suspended from the walls, arms up either way by two chains. Just by kind of looking around, you do know that your collar is still on, and there are no... You can tell just because there's no difference in colors. There's no of those protecting sigils. So you try anything, you're fucked.
Gotcha.
And after a few minutes of just kind of waking up, you hear that the door directly in front of you opens, shuts, and finally a figure just kind of draws a stool in front of you and sits down. And he just kind of looks and he goes, tell me, can you see yet? Can you hear yet?
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
I'm going to try and speak more slowly. Can you hear me?
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
I'm going to say that you can.
Perhaps.
Can you at least see me?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that again?
Could you
He
repeat
just
that?
he kind of stands up on the stools and gives you a hard slap across the face. Take 5 points, non-lethal damage.
I'm sorry, could you hit me again?
I wish if I had time. He just kind of sits back down. Now, let me try this again. Can you see me now?
Yes.
Very good. And you do see what actually, much to your surprise, is a dwarf. You could tell by the accent and by the stature this dude is a dwarf, but he's very strange. In that, unlike other dwarves, this dude is fucking pallid. As well, he doesn't really have much facial hair on him or any hair on his head altogether. I mean, he has eyebrows, of course, because that would look fucking weird without him. But normally dwarves they're a little more tan, a little more colored, but this dude's straight up pallid. Like he hasn't been outside in many years. And he's just kind of looking at you, and even the eyes are a little odd. Like, you can't quite put your finger on, but this is very strange.
Undead dwarf.
Not far off. So, he's like, alright, so, based on your performance, I'm going to assume you are Ezra. Yes?
I did introduce myself as such, yes.
Your last name again, I'm sorry, it's escaping me.
The great and powerful Ezra Nightshade.
You kind of do that, but your hand just kind of like...
Tucker, could you... Please not
You're-
sit on me.
since you're manacled, the hand's just like... It's like, powerful is a possibility, yes. You did happen to rain fire down on our pets. The keepers weren't exactly very happy to see this. They kind of raise them from birth. You understand. You get quite attached to these guys.
Ah, yes, I'm glad to break their hearts.
You say that now. So, I am in a very interesting predicament here with you. And I mean, predicament is not exactly what I would describe, it's more how I would describe your situation. You understand what I'm saying.
But it is interesting.
It's very interesting, yes. Mainly because we have not had one of your kind come through here. We have had others of many other kinds come through here, but not of your. Trying to say this non-offensively, none of your complexion, let's say.
Are you talking about Tabaxi?
Yes, I did not know what you were actually called. That's a few we actually get through here.
Ah, this one sees.
I believe your kind is more akin to the Lesser Desert, not the Greater Desert here.
That to be correct, yes.
Very good. I would assume it's because you're kind of more adept at the more arid land of there rather than the sand dunes of here. Yes?
Yes.
Probably easier to make your way across it.
Yes, though this one's fur is very nice and lovely and keeps them warm and cold and also airs out for the heat.
I can imagine. So, this is what we are going to do. You see, I'm here to offer you an option. A few options, in fact. First is the easiest option, of course, where I ask you questions and you give me answers. Straight answers, no bullshit, no lies, no dilly-dally, you just tell me. This is the easiest way to do it. The other way of doing things is, of course, you decide, I can't really talk or answer those questions very well, so I actually dig into your mind and you let me dig into your mind. No fighting, no resistance. At least not from you. The mind is naturally going to resist because the mind is used to being by itself. So when someone tries to go in, it naturally resists. But this can be undone without much damage to you. So that is option 2. Again, both of these options are very kind to you. They're very easy to you. You see that, yes?
Yes, this one sees. Yes.
There is the third option, and I do not recommend third option. Where third option is, I force my way into your mind at your resistance and break down every wall you have and leave you possibly broken shell of what you were. Or I could just straight up start breaking bones until you start talking. Again, these last two options are not exactly kind to
I'm sorry,
you.
could we go through these options again?
Oh, of course. First option, you and I have chatted. I ask you a series of questions, you give me a series of answers. Accurate answers. And we will make sure that they are accurate answers via me just giving you a little drink. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Option 2. If you do not feel like talking but still are open to giving me answers, I can just simply go into your mind and find out what I need to find out on my own. Again, no real damage done, I just kind of walk through.
Okay.
Option 3. You decide not to talk, I torture you, and then I go into your mind and break it in half. Getting the answers I want by force. Possibly leaving you brain dead and, a shell of your person. We could always use another person to sweep the floors, as it will, because that's really all you're going to be good for after this.
Ah, good. Could we go through these options one more time?
No.
I don't consider myself a liar. Go ahead and ask your questions.
Okay. So, first things first, you understand I need some insurance to make sure you're being accurate. He just kind of produces a vial. You are going to drink this.
Can I acknowledge what that is?
Go ahead.
What knowledge am I rolling?
Put
no,
it face.
Shit. Actually, roll me alchemy.
I don't have. There isn't an alchemy skill.
There. Shit. What is that?
Arcana.
No, not Arcana.
Nature?
No, shit. Hang on.
Gone are the days of Pathfinder of having an entire page of skills.
It died? Yep.
Huh?
Make it medicine.
7.
You don't really have an idea of what that is.
Am I in the room?
No.
What? We have such a trustworthy relationship. I think you could.
It is not that I don't trust you. It's more I just need to be sure. So you drink truth serum.
How about I got the deal? I don't have to take the serum for now, but if you doubt any of my answers, I will drink the serum.
How about this? How about you take the serum and we have questions, or we go on directly to options 3 and 4.
Can I drink half the serum?
Oh my god.
What? I'm sorry.
Can I drink half the serum?
It's all or nothing, my friend.
Fine.
Okay, so he just kind of uncorks it, kind of stands it back on his tool, just kind of holds your mouth open, just dumps it in. Hold your mouth shut, and it's like, please swallow.
Go ahead.
There. Okay, we're just going to give that about the 5-ish minutes. Again, just to make sure. And you do feel good. It goes down really cold, like colder than normal, since it was just kind of strapped to his belt against him. So it should be warmer, but it was actually like real cold.
Is he an ice dwarf?
Do you have a low internal body temperature?
I guess. I mean, I don't exactly go out much or do much, but you know, I
Give it to
I
Tucker,
don't, I
really.
don't, I don't know.
You're just always cold?
No, I'm actually. He does kind of like put his hand or arm up against your chest just as it's close up, and he's maybe a little colder than normal, but he's not like frigid.
Why is that drink so cold?
It's probably just like some, I guess, flavoring that we put into it to make it.
Ooh,
It's like a
wintergreen.
Mint eucalyptus or something like that?
What are those?
I thought you were asking the question. I thought I was asking the questions right now, okay?
I mean, I don't know exactly how they make these. I just know that they work.
Now, I must know. Where were the other crates going?
What crates?
Don't lie to this one. You drank the truth serum. I know you have to tell this one the truth now.
Oh
He
my
just straight up
God.
blinks. He was like, normally this is not side effective to drink to it. You
That's amazing, though.
go a little cuckoo.
This one? Crazy? No. This one's just asking the questions in this interrogation now.
Okay. We are going to stop that, and let's just start with some easy ones. Where did you come from? Like,
was that time?
how did you get to this monastery? Where did you start?
The road.
You said the road.
The road.
The road. Where is the road leading from?
Oh, what's the city we came from?
Dusenheim.
Dusenheim? I've been so many places, I'm sorry, I don't accurately remember every town name.
Fair enough. So Dusenheim. Dragonborn. Good to know.
I thought it was relatively obvious.
Again, we're just kind of establishing control. You know how it goes. Just making sure that everything's working properly. We
Okay.
haven't had one of your kind to come through here, so just kind of gauging. Okay, this is working. Second, where is your kind from?
The Lesser Desert.
Okay, can you describe your home village in Lesser Desert?
No,
Why not?
I do not have a home village.
Why is that?
We are nomadic.
Oh, you're a
We
nomadic
travel.
people. Very good, very good.
This one grew up in a caravan for most of his life.
Interesting.
That'd be a
This
caravan.
this caravan. What did it specialize in anything?
Not really specialization, we traded wares.
Such
Some
as-
people were entertainers. We shipped materials, food, grain, supplies, just what we thought we could sell at a profit to the next town.
These supplies, can you describe them?
You're
In
talking.
more detail.
I'm just going to start going off on listing like as much as I can remember in fine detail of the last like
Like
18
annoying detail.
years of shipments.
He's just kind of looking at his stuff.
Annoying detail.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
So, tell me about your parents. Tell me their names.
Oh crap.
Okay.
Backstory. Recall.
Do 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 do
Do
do
do
do do do do do do do do do do do.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, could we go
the-
to the next
the-
question? I don't feel comfortable answering this one.
I don't think you have a choice in that.
I have time.
Feather.
And bear in mind, it's not exactly that you have a choice.
I would prefer if you just move to the next question.
That's unfortunate.
Zephyr and Luna.
Sapphire and Luna. Sapphire and Luna. Oh. Oh.
You royalty?
You're their child.
Oh.
They will not admit it, probably, but yes.
Why not?
And this is just for my own curiosity. What were your parents known for? They seem to be impressive figures, right? Tell me about them.
They were traders. They sold things on the road.
The same wares as your caravan, I take it?
Yes.
Did you ever ask about these wares?
Probably, but they pay the bills is kind of just a relative answer.
He just kind of gets a wry smile across his face. Ah, you don't know, do you?
I was a child when I was doing this.
Oh, this is not for me, but oh man, you, my friend.
No. You obviously know something. I have to know this now.
Oh, maybe you can ask them. But on to anything else. Have you ever met any more of your own kind outside of your caravan?
Yes.
How many? Do you recall? Quite a few.
Pretty much any town where there is a sizable population. Of course, I went to socialize. So
Right.
countless. It's impossible to remember them all.
Not asking for specifics, just more ballparks. That's very good. Would you say you have a way with them? You can work with them. You can lead them.
Leading is not this one sort of work. As far as a way with people, I have a way with many people.
Clearly,
Giggity.
Shall I tell you your fortune?
I already know what's going to happen. So, no, thank you.
I just need my cards. It'll be fine, I promise.
My friend, this is not going to change anything about what's coming. So.
You're no fun.
That's kind of the flaw with knowing what's going to happen when it's going to happen. It's just a matter of how much we are willing to lose. But
There's a 7-inch player.
Exactly for this place of beasts.
Nah,
That is how much you lost.
that's so far, yes.
Poor cats.
They were nice kitties. Never met them. Apparently they were kind of vicious in their own way, but such as it is, what it is.
Anyways, you had other questions?
Not at the moment, but you've been very cooperative, so if I do have any further ones, I will definitely be back. Hopefully, we can continue our conversations, but, yeah. Thank you so much. We will be back in touch. He just kind of stands up. Do not worry about the whole eating thing. We were able to get some food down in you, so you will be fine. We didn't want you hungry, and in fact, you actually do feel quite full, quite
You are
satiated.
leaving me already? I just drank the drink. It's...
You've been actually talking for because you decided to give your whole fucking life story. You've been sitting for actually a couple hours.
I know.
It has been fun,
But it might not feel like that.
It has been fun, but I have other matters to arrange too, and I need to make a few reports. You know how it
It
goes.
is such a waste. So you should at least stay until the effects are over, right?
I don't. If you're like this when the effects are on, I don't want to be around when the effects are off. So, thank you for your time, your honesty, willing or not. We'll be in touch.
Can I get let down from here?
No,
This is so boring. My arms are getting sore.
it could be much worse. You could be a flaming dead kitty right now,
Yes.
under somehow physical moonlight, which doesn't make fucking sense. Like even our scientists kind of looked and went, "What?"
I am blessed by the moons.
Clearly.
It's all that moon sugar.
Hate you. The moon gods answer to me.
Moon sugar answers to you.
With that, he just kind of turns on his heel, opens the door, and just walks right out.
Wait, I haven't told you about the moon gods yet. Oh, damn it.
Start singing a song to yourself. Pass the time.
Nobody knows the trouble I'm in. He's a bass.
Speaking of trouble, Chris, you find yourself rousing from your slumber as well.
Okay.
And you are in very much so a similar room to Kenny, except, excuse me, like your cell, you notice that your arms are locked in chains, that if you move them, various spikes above you will come crashing down. And because it's so very brightly lit, you can tell, yeah, those things are fucking silver. So, you're very much stuck in this room. And
Just like before.
once again, this kind of confirms that they've dealt with your kind before. They know how to handle this. And they don't really feel like taking chances. And as such,
Can I use this as a workout routine right now? You said that because it's just like before. I could like pull them to go up, so I could like work out. Increase my strength.
it is a bit of a hellish workout, but sure, you're getting some of a sweat in before finally just kind of this figure mists into the room and stands before you. It's a taller, slender figure, just with kind of almond-shaped eyes. Once again, very, 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 very pale complexion. Not a single hair on his head except for eyebrows, because again, that'd be fucking weird. And he just kind of looks at you as you're doing this before finally saying, I do hope you're having fun.
Well, hello, cutie.
You're not my type.
They all say
They're
that.
gonna have no curiosity of what's going on with me.
You're a turncoat.
Maybe.
It's entirely possible. We'll get to it. So he just looks at you and goes, so, there's a few ways this can work, and I offer those ways to you now. First, you simply tell me what I need to know, honestly, simply, straightforward. We'll walk out of this unscathed.
Well, what do you want to know?
Second, if you don't feel like talking, or don't
I
want to,
asked, what do
I'm
you
not
want to
done.
know?
Speak when spoken to. Second, I can simply just go into your mind, see what I need to see, come back out. Third, force my way in there and break you in every way possible.
You don't want to enter my mind like that. It won't end well for you.
What makes you say that?
Because I have a god in my head and it is not very happy and he's full of rage at all times. I gave you your first option. I asked you what do you want to know. What do you want to know?
There are more of your kind out there, correct?
Tens of thousands, if not millions.
Where did you come from?
I came from the north. My town was ransacked by a bunch of fucking assholes. I was killed and somehow managed to be brought back to life.
Thank you for the unnecessary details. I just needed to know where you're coming from.
Hidden Waters.
Hidden Waters, where is that?
It's in the north of the mountains, south of the Dragonborn area.
No.
Or not, sorry, south of the dwarves.
Oh, yes. We heard about that. Terrible shame. Unfortunate that such a
And you had nothing to do.
experiment failed so spectacular.
And you guys had nothing to do with that.
If we did, it's above my pay grade.
Well, it's good to know that we're not enemies then.
No, that remains to be seen. Second, after your little township got sacked, pillaged, destroyed, raped, burned to the ground, where did you go?
I woke up in a desert area and where the fuck I don't remember.
Aptita.
At Naptita.
And there are more of your kind there?
Not anymore.
I'm sure they're still around there. Whether or not they're treated well is a different matter. Why did you leave?
Let's just say Fenrir had a little bit of a problem with control, and
I don't know who that is, but okay.
yeah, he kind of destroyed. Give me that.
Thought it's dead.
I need to think. Where was I? I lost my train of thought now. Fuck.
Fenrir woke up.
Oh yeah. So yeah, innocent people got killed. So the least they could do after we saved their city is to banish us from there. So we moved on.
And where did you move on to?
Fuck, I don't know, Max. I don't know names right
Kuda.
now. Yeah, we went to Kudai.
Oh, okay. That answers a few questions, actually.
Do you know why we came here? Do you want to know why we came here?
Of course, please.
We wanted to see if you guys were responsible for some of the shit that's been going down. We really just came to investigate. We didn't actually come here to cause issue.
Investigate, cause issue. You're sticking your nose out of the way in things that shouldn't be stuck into.
Well, a little hello at the gates instead of a gas attack and throwing us into a chamber would have been nice.
To be fair, show up with a small company of Dragonborn to which we've not exactly had too kind of relations with. Can you blame us for being a little more
Well, of course not.
hostile? So what's the issue there?
You're asking questions, you're getting answers you want. I don't see the big point. But my curious question is, what are you doing with Ironkill?
What do you mean?
Well, when we know him, he was a dumb dwarf who kind of just bumbled his way through things. Now he, other than looking like he got rearranged in a picnic basket full of rocks.
That was fun to watch, I will admit.
Yeah, he doesn't even recognize us. Smells the same, so it is him. What's going on with him, if you don't mind me asking? Since we're probably your prisoners until you decide whatever you want to do with us. You answer me that, and I'll answer any questions you need.
He came home. A little
So he's a
early,
sleeper.
but he came home.
So he was a sleeper.
I mean, did you ever see him sleep?
I meant as a sleeper agent.
Perhaps, perhaps not. All I can say is he was given a job. Whether or not he succeeded in that job was up to him.
Well, it's good to know that he was never on our side.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Whether or not he realized it, he was with you, and he was working with you. But you just had to bring him home. So really, whose fault is it anyway? Yours or his?
Neither's, because we didn't know this was going to ever happen.
You didn't notice anything strange about him coming home?
Other than
Unfortunate.
him being rearranged and,
Even on the way back? Well, that's your own fault then.
what, his nervousness? He said that you banished him.
Oh, that's the story. Okay. Interesting. Well, thank you so much. We could definitely use you. We can definitely use your information. We'll be in touch. And he just kind of mists out.
You didn't even ask the important stuff. Okay.
What does the mist smell like? Yeah.
It's going to smell like vapor.
Yep, just straight up water vapor.
Yeah, Misty Step smells like water,
Oh.
which makes it hard to detect if it's around water.
So before the real fun begins, let's take a quick break. I need some water after all these voices, so
Alrighty.
we'll be back in just a moment. I don't even know why I tried with you. should I even fucking try? Hi everyone, we're back by the way.
It's a Vine video.
Vine is dead.
I know.
haven't heard that name in so long. Holy shit.
It's an old Vine video.
I
Anyway,
miss E-Bomb.
It's still around.
Wyatt.
Yes.
After those two little interviews and the, let's call it fiasco with the Displacer Beasts, we return to Andy, sitting meditating quietly in his pretty Spartan room that's always been his. It's just not been occupied for a few years, but from what you can tell, everything as you left it remains the same. Down to the bits of notes and papers you left on your writing stand just before you got what you needed and left the monastery. As you're meditating there, just quietly regaining your bearings, there's a quiet knock at your door.
Come in.
Enters in the Grand Master, as you know him, of the monastery. He just kind of almost glides in. His footsteps, even though he's barefoot on stone, they don't really seem to make any sounds. Even that he walks with this weight that betrays his size. He just kind of walks in the room, walks around a little bit before just turning to you.
A little dusty.
How are you feeling?
Feeling like home.
Good, very good. You understand, of course. He kind of just hops up a little bit onto your bed and just kind of sits cross-legged looking at you on the floor. Why we had to do what we did when you first came home. Yes?
I understand you needed to bring me back.
Of course.
I don't know.
Of course, to do that, we needed to make sure you were in a properly weakened state. There's nothing personal. You've seen it happen before.
There are some details that are a little fuzzy to me.
Of course. You've been suffering your programming for so long. It's natural that certain memories take time to come back. Nothing to be worried about. Things are slowly coming back, I hope. The way, the walking around the monastery, making your way through it. You've been here longer than I have, so I'm all but sure you probably instinctively know these halls. Yes?
Yeah, everything seems familiar, but yet still unfamiliar. There's holes and details that I'm still missing.
Then, to be fair, there's been some changes since you've been gone. A little bit more of an expansion. Now, here's my next question.
Well, why was I even sent out to be?
That's my next question. Do you remember why we sent you out? It's no big deal.
No.
He just kind of pops up. Walk with me. And you just kind of get him, walk through him out the door, and you actually go onto one of the few open balconies and walkways. It's kind of just this long hall, I guess, but this long balcony across the side of the mountain. It's actually quite beautiful because you have a great view of the surrounding mountains. All the mists and clouds swirling and covering them, making their way down from their heights and slowly dispersing against ice and snow against the ground beneath. It's a really comforting sight to you. You see it, and this sense of ease just kind of fills you. It's like this is familiar. This is home. This is where I've been forever. And the Grandmaster just kind of turns and starts walking slowly along the balcony. You're just kind of following behind. Your name's always been Einkill. We never took that away from you. That's the good news. But unlike the rest of us, you've been, of course, quite different. By the time most of your colleagues, now my seniors, were in their teens, you were still a toddler almost. You aged slowly. And it wasn't easy raising you like that. We didn't know what to expect, what to give, how to train. It proved at times difficult. You understand, of course.
Yes. What is to become of my companions?
And they'll serve the same purpose you did, but don't worry about that now. We always are looking for more ways to extend our reach. And from what we understand of your kind in the Lesser Desert, your kind have always been seen as beacons of wisdom, guidance, of a steady hand, of, well, a calm port in a storm, so to speak. Finding them and getting them to sit down with us have always been difficult. The fact you were delivered to our doorstep so many years ago was, well, a stroke of luck, or if you believed in a divine intervention. What do you believe, my friend?
I believe I still have a lot to learn.
Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? We all do. But of course, you know so much about who we are, what we do. You're now kind of like in a courtyard. It's not like a green courtyard. There's very little plant life, but there are people kind of training at. For the life of me, I don't know what they're called, but various people practicing kung fu, like have those long wooden poles with
Like a dojo place?
stick, with like the stick sticking out. And they always kind of like practice
yeah.
against them. I don't know what the fuck they're called.
I don't know what they're
The
called either.
Joes and the bows.
Ah,
The Joes and the Bows.
Bow is bigger than a Joe. A Joe is a smaller bow. It's basically that's the sticks they use. And that's what. And then when you're,
those big figures that have like the sticks out, or they practice their moves on.
oh, you're
those
talking about
are
the
pillars.
mannequins. They're just
Yeah.
called training dummies.
Oh, okay.
They're not even like dummies. They're just like a long.
Yeah, the
Pole.
long pole. Yeah, that's basically it's just normally just called training dummy. It's
Really?
the training dummy that hits you back. And it hurts really fucking bad.
But yeah, these guys are immobile, but you do see just various people along one wall just practicing training against them. He just kind of looks, and they're all kinds of races. You see a couple dwarves, one or two dragonborn, half elf, a gnome even. They're all sorts of people. No warforged, funnily enough, because they just don't have them. But they are. There's all sorts of species just training against these guys. The thing is, to extend our reach, especially further into the desert, we needed more of your kind. And of course, knowing what you know or what you will remember, they wouldn't exactly agree with what we do here.
What is it exactly that we're doing?
No, you must have figured that out by now, even before we took off your programming.
Taking over the world.
What do we supply, Gil? What do we supply?
Assassins, usually for targets involving political interest and strategic
We
advantage, I imagine.
We supply dealers of death, yes. We have long since been the steady hand in the shadows, forcing all the paths forward. Though, of course, sometimes these paths act out on their own, and in ways we can't predict or indeed even wanted them to, but that does not mean we can't act accordingly. Even if it means some blood must be spilled. You know that. You understand that. And you've long since agreed with that. We all do. Your mission was simple. Go out. Go to your ancestral lands. Find them. Gain their trust. And bring them back to this monastery. Not to the order itself, but back here. You understand. It was always what you were meant to do. It was always what your programming was insisting you do. But, as anyone who's ever fought before, he's just kind of takes a seat on a stone bench that you don't join him on because it'd break in half.
Fair enough.
As soon as you make a plan, and as soon as the plan gets implemented, well, we've always gone by make the plan, execute the plan goes wrong, throw out the plan. But it was always going to lead you to them, and always lead you back. We always could use more Loxodons. You agreed with it. It's what we intend for your friends, as they were. We'll reprogram them. It'll take a little time. A little movement, of course, you know. But we'll find use for them. Break them down, build them up, and have them bring their kinds back here. Back to us. We will extend from the shadows into the shadows for the shadows.
Can I see them? I mean, I've can't help to say, but yeah, I kind of grown a little attached to them over time. Just kind of
Naturally.
curious.
Naturally. You are more than welcome to visit them. We've just begun some prying into them. We've learned quite a bit. But, of course, in order to build up what you need, sometimes we must tear them down. So, while they still have minds of their own, you are welcome to visit them one last time. Make it brief, though. We have a schedule to keep, after all. It's been a few days, and we need a few days more.
Where are you going off to?
Don't worry about it for now. Just go say your goodbyes.
Is there any way I can like sense how strong this guy is?
You don't need a sense. You know this dude's a fucking beast.
Okay, fair enough.
He's Yujiro.
What do you do?
I go see my companions.
Okay,
I'll start with Ezra.
Alright. So you don't know where they are in the monastery, and yet your legs just kind of guide you down to them. You seem lost and confused, but as you go deeper and you just become more and more confident, it's like, this is where I need to go. This is where they are. I know they are here. And there are, of course, some guards down there, for lack of a better term. They're guards. Just kind of standing watch, and you just kind of ask, like, where are they? And they just point you to where Ezra is. Sure enough, you enter the room, and there he is, still just kind of suspended there. It's been maybe about 3-ish hours since your conversation, so it's been a minute.
Hi.
Anka, where is your good twin? I'd like to speak to the good twin, not the evil twin.
Rest assured, I am who I am.
Yes, the evil twin.
I am not the evil twin.
Are you the good twin then?
I am Ironkel.
When we were at the town, I was putting on a show. What was I doing?
You were reading fortunes and doing cheap parlor tricks.
Okay, yes. But then I did something to your friend. What did I do?
I don't know, man. I got hit pretty hard earlier.
I cast Banish on him.
Sorry, you made him disappear briefly.
Okay, it is Einkel, my friend. Right? Are you evil now? Is this what you... Are you just coming here to taunt me?
No.
Can I do your fortune?
There's a... Well, I don't think
You don't fucking have your cards on you.
Just get my cards, I don't need your fortune.
My dude, you were suspended by the fucking wrist in a goddamn lunch.
sure.
That won't stop me.
How will you read the fucking... Will you just, like, take the cards in one hand and be like, yeah, and fling them all out? It's like, there's your fortune, motherfucker.
Just flick a card. I'll shuffle with one hand.
Gets him in the eye.
Ow!
Gets him in the eye.
Ow. I know we haven't known each other that long, but this is... Trust me when I say this is not exactly what I had in mind. What's going on right now.
I'm gonna wave my hand like you're going to let me down.
I don't
Good Jedi
I
mind
don't know
trick
what you're trying to do there with your hand, but whatever spell you're casting, it seems to have failed. So.
I'm not casting a spell. I would be stopped from casting a spell.
Oh well. Then
But you are going to let me down.
Why are you doing that with your hand?
It's just a
Well,
trick.
let you down's a double meaning. He is, in fact, going to let you...
Einkel, are we friends?
Bye.
Einkel, answer the question. Are we friends?
I'm just gonna leave silently and make my way towards Kahal.
Wow.
That was
Wow.
just about as anticlimactic as I could have expected.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was expecting.
That's why I went to him first. I knew he was like we had like the least connection technically because we probably had not much to say. Worked my way up. Actually, I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to the call next.
All right. Get to the room. There he is, suspended on either sides, and there's spikes right above you.
Kahal,
Why don't you come a little closer, Ankel?
you know I can't do that.
Why not? Come a little closer. I can't see you in your
I'm
turncoaty
sorry, Hal.
ways.
I can't do that.
This is not
Into the world.
what I had in mind.
What, you turning coat on us and turning us in so we can be slaves to your little fucking death cult?
You're gonna have to trust me on this.
You were an active idiot, and now you're asking me to trust you now that you are basically just a reprogrammed soldier for these fucking nutcases.
I have to admit, there's a lot going on in my head right now, but at the same time, we've already had quite the journey together, and it's, I consider you and Roland and the other guy that used to be with us until he left,
Axel.
Axel. Yeah, Axel. Now I remember. Yeah, took a beating. Can't help it sometimes.
I wonder if they beat some brain cells into you this time.
They plan on reprogramming you.
Of course they do. I can't wait for them to try to get in my head. I wonder how many people are going to die because of it when Fenris takes over.
Are you able to count on that?
I can't stop a god when he gets pissed off, and you know this. The question is do they know this? Do they really, really want to die? It is only going to be the only outcome. Many of them die. I die with them.
I'm going
Okay.
to try to find a way to get you out of this. I'm not sure how or what, I need to do. But no
Look
matter
up.
what happens, no
Look
matter
up.
what happens,
Look up. What's above me?
I know what they did.
They
know what
know
they have.
my weaknesses. They know everything about me. The only thing they don't seem to understand or grasp is there is a fucking rage-filled god stuck inside me who at any moment in time could pretty much end everything here. And yeah, they're about to play with that fire. So let them. Let's see what happens. We might be able to kill two birds with one stone. I'm a walking corpse anyways. And you know that. Everyone knows that. The only thing keeping me alive is this deity in me. And when it's gone, I'm gone.
It's your arc reactor.
Well, then I should probably make sure that it won't come to that then.
Well, they already seem to think that they're going to be able to control me. And the problem is yeah, sure, they can ask me to help them out. But that's up to Fenris. That's totally up to him. And I don't think he wants to be controlled.
I should mention at this point, Fenris has been unusually quiet for the past few days.
That's more concerning.
Yeah.
So, have you heard anything from Fenris lately?
No, he has been dark. He is not saying anything.
This
I
is
can still draw upon his power, but that's about it. And that scares me more than anything else.
Should also make sure there's no one else listening to me right now. Who's going to look
You,
around?
you know for a fact they are. Like you don't even need to look around. You know for a fact you are being listened to.
Prove to us that this group that you're a part of, that you've always been a part of, that you've been a sleeper agent for this whole time, isn't completely fucking evil, and we might just be willing to help them without needing to be reprogrammed, and thus them risking everything in every one of their fucking lives. Because they decide to walk into a literal goddamn minefield.
You don't want to keep your voice down a little bit.
Why? I know they're listening. I'm just giving them the warnings so they know better. Because it's going to end up you getting killed, Roland getting killed, and our new furry friend getting killed.
I don't think they'll let that happen. But one way or another, I'll see to it that you all get out of this.
Well, now that we're here, is your group actually evil like you thought they were when you were quote-unquote acting?
I wouldn't call us evil. We're more of a force.
They're just mercenaries.
Force that's called upon when needed, when certain actions need to be taken.
Is there any alignment to your group?
To those who offer a good incentive. I don't know.
What kind of fucking
The money
answer is
speaks.
that? Holy shit! What the?
Does your group actively kill innocents?
I imagine what's in the contract.
Well, yeah, whatever it's in the contract. Whatever the contract is, that's agreed upon.
Max, you're gonna have to
Holy
step
shit!
in. You're
This
gonna,
is getting so.
you're gonna
No,
have to
please let him keep talking. This is fantastic.
just say no. Because you know my character will never align with any group that hurts the innocent.
I want to figure things out. It's time to move the roller.
Holy shit! Yes.
It's a trap.
Oh man.
This is your one chance of not being a bumbling buffoon. Come on.
He's never
What?
not.
You just Donald Trumped your way through that whole
Oh my
shit.
goodness.
I love it.
Well, I don't know a backstory, so there you go. Alright, moving and rolling.
Whew.
Ta-ta, Einkel.
Whew.
We'll meet again.
Oh, that was great.
And I'm just going to speak to Fenris real quick. Fenris, wherever you're at in my mind, wherever you're going, you have full control of my body. Have at it. Do whatever needs to be done.
Nothing happens.
I know. I'm
You
just
hear
telling-
the you hear the busy tone.
No, I'm just I'm
Dude.
just saying. I'm just telling him that so he knows in my mind.
Just so you just say it. May you comfort yourself.
Yeah.
Rolling.
Derp.
We've been we've been friends for quite a while now, and
Are you talking to him or proposing to him?
Roland, will you marry me?
I'm sorry things have played out this way.
You seem kind of familiar. I love that.
It's okay. You don't need to speak.
This is like
I
two
already
NPC.
know. I already know what you want to say.
This is
That's
two
okay.
Tinder bots going at it! They have no idea!
This is like two
I've seen
Skyrim
better dialogue in
NPCs.
Skyrim!
Yes. I love it.
Well, Roland's not one to speak, so I figured, hey, you don't need to speak, Roland. I already know what you want to say. It's okay.
Okay. Dial
Well, I'll see you again.
tone. Busy tone.
And then I leave Roland.
The number
If
you've
you need a
reached
good
cannot
blade,
be,
hack and
the
slash is
number
the
you've
place to
dialed
go.
cannot be reached. Please try your call again.
It is like two NPCs talking. Nonsense.
I never thought I'd say that shit. Holy fuck.
Oh,
This is outstanding. I've incremented the counter.
All right.
What is the news today? The Fighters Guild is recruiting if you have the stones for it.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Okay, so far, the number one thing I never thought I'd say while on this campaign is, no, I'm not letting you Jim Jones this village. I need to... At the same time, I want to, but I'm scared to get that made into a shirt.
I'm not gonna let you Jim Jones this village.
Like, straight up, it was like session fucking 3!
I know.
Where you were just like, oh, you just gassed the town. I was like, no!
I think that would be a war crime.
It would have been, yeah.
No shit!
That's all you have to counter.
How can we tell if everyone's innocent or guilty? Well, let's just make the blood rune into a gas.
I'm gonna
and
go back to
find
my
out.
chamber to meditate.
It'll be like that. It'll be like in the first Batman movie with Gotham.
My God.
Oh, yeah, totally. What if cyanide made people trip, what if chlorine gas made people trip fucking balls instead of vomit acid? Oh, yeah, that could have, there it goes again.
Well, we could just let them
What
all.
the fuck are you assholes doing to me?
All according to.
All a chlorine plan, yes.
I said I was chaotic good. I didn't say I was lawful.
I know a TPK wouldn't do anything because it'd still be you assholes at this table.
Yep.
Just different characters. God, I'm fucking screwed. But, okay, we're just gonna get back into it because, God's help me. So, after you say your, I'm just going to say words. I was almost going to call it a tearful goodbye, but there was no.
It meant the bare minimum of definition of words.
PS1's level of game dialogue.
They were indeed conversations.
We're meeting G over there.
It was a conversation in the barest sense. Finally, the next day, you two everyone's still suspended. Finally, let's start with you. This is going to be the most fun. Your interrogator, for lack of a better term, just mists back in, and you notice the day you wake up, you have a muzzle on you. They are well aware. It's like, yeah, this is not going to be fun. So we're just going to take as much power as we can out of you.
Kinky.
Mm-hmm. And so,
Can I speak through this muzzle or no?
kind of, you can open your mouth like about, say, that much. Like, you can do a little bit of talking, but in terms of proper enunciation, it's here and there.
I know, Cahal. It must be difficult for you.
Fucking Kenny. Cartman's still the best character. Anyway, he just kind of doesn't even say much of anything. He just kind of walks up, again, behind you as well, and just puts his hands kind of like along your skull, and just goes, I'd say don't resist, because it'd make things more painful. But here we go. And
Giggity.
before you can even react or like do anything physical, like you just feel the like almost like ice extending from his fingertips, like kind of just going in lines across your skull before finally the world as you see it just kind of zooms out into blackness, and you kind of find yourself running in your primal form along the sand dunes of the greater desert. And I should say in your wolf form, excuse me. There's not a care in the world. You're just running. You hear the sound of your pack mates just rushing with you. You're just running for the sake of fucking running. It's pure freedom. There's almost not a care in the world. And you legit feel happy. It's freeing. It's joy. You are experiencing the world as you know it and how it should be. And just this exhilaration is pumping through you with each haggard breath as you've been running for a while, but you can't stop. And the voice just kind of says, yes, quite fun, I'd imagine. Wonder how we can break this in half. Ah, yes. And that memory is gone. And now you are still running across the dunes, but behind you and around you is not your pack mates running with pure fun, but pure fear pumping through your veins. You are running scared from something. You are hurt. You are jagged. You are bleeding. From behind you, you hear the sounds of gunfire, of violence, of screams of agony, of fires burning. The sky, which was once blue, crystal clear, and fresh, is now smoky, black. There's the smell of burning everything just is assaulting your nostrils, and you can't stop breathing it in because you are just in full panic, rushing. You're just breathing in pain at your chest. Your legs are pumping acid, and you just
Bad
can't
trip.
stop running.
Can I control any of this in my mind?
Go ahead and make me a wisdom check.
What is it? I can't see it. What is the number?
That's a 10.
17.
Oh. Plus whatever your wisdom modifier is, so it's probably closer to 20.
It's 18.
Okay. So you do push back on this, and
Puppy.
it's almost as if you're still running in your mind, but you're still running away from the black terror behind you, and you are running towards a fresh, bright dawn. The sun is rising, and as it is rising, you are feeling that euphoria returning to you, and your packmates suddenly just kind of catch up to you as you are moving towards that euphoria once again.
Oh, I
So-
was going to run into the battle, like, and just go pure fucking, like, let's rage.
Not how this is working.
Oh.
And the voice just kind of, you hear it going to go, okay. We're doing this. So soon. Well, to be expected. Let's try, yes. I thought I remembered you. Let's do this. The next thing, the crystal clear sky you are running from blinks out, and suddenly you are standing above a northern barbarian, axe in hand, roaring, as you recognize the mountains around you and those you are fighting alongside of. There are dwarves, there are your own kind, and there is this gigantic army of northern barbarians descending upon you. And you remember this as one of your key fights in the wars you fought with the dwarves. This is one of the battles that turned the tide. And it was a moment of victory for all of you. Before he finally says, let's go ahead and make this a little more difficult. And within an instant, the battle turns from this rout of the northern barbarians to you yourselves are getting routed. You are being pushed back. You're
It sounds like if you fight this too hard, you're going to start taking psychic damage.
your colleagues, like you are almost tripping over the bodies of your slain comrades. You are wounded. You cannot help but feel pangs of fear that this is the end, that you are going to be pushed back. The closest keep is going to be overrun, and the way from the north to the greater desert will be open, free and clear. Go ahead and roll.
Ooh, 6.
No,
That's a 9.
9. So 10.
Okay. You are trying to push back against this, and you try to push back that instead of tripping over the bodies of your fallen comrades, you are tripping over the bodies of your slain foes. But it just seems that no matter how many times you look down, it's just your friends, your comrades, your pack mates. Nothing what you do is, and you are being pushed back and overrun. You are wounded, scared, and on the brink of death. That feels better now, doesn't it?
No, because Guru know no fear.
And yet, somehow, even in the deepest recesses of your mind, you do feel some fear. It is growing.
Only rage.
Because you
Nope.
don't quite understand what's happening. Like, again, this is the deepest parts of your minds. Things are being changed and altered, and even though you are aware of what's happening on some level, you don't quite know what's happening, because these are now becoming your memories, and these memories feel wrong, but they're what you remember, so it must be true.
Well, just remember though, like my rage is gonna start overtaking everything. Like I'm gonna
Is
start
it?
losing even myself to just absolute incarnate rage.
You're not feeling rage yet, my man. Believe me, you are not. Let's try... yes. I don't think I need to alter this one very much. And suddenly you're back at Hidden Waters. The town is being overrun. You are standing, you are fighting, you are trying. But no matter how hard you're fighting, somehow they just keep coming. They just keep fighting, and everyone around you just keeps dying. You feel the rage there, but it's only a memory of a rage. The memory of all of your work, all of what you had built being there and being destroyed for something you don't know and you don't comprehend. And the memory is so vivid and vicious. And finally, the voice just goes, I don't need to do much with this one. I just need to add a little bit of this. And in the memory of Hidden Water Sack, in the back of your mind, as you are remembering this, you can't help but feel and think how much you have failed. You failed to protect them. You failed to build something. You failed. You failed. You failed. Roll.
13.
And it just overwhelms you with guilt and shame. that you failed your people. And in this moment of shame, of rage, you wanted to run away.
I'm gonna roll again on that because there's no way.
No, you will not.
That's a complete change of my character.
That's the
Th-
idea.
That's,
That's the
that's
idea.
the point.
But like that can't even like canonically be a Garou at that point then.
Here's the thing. They are altering your memories.
Yeah.
Well, I know that, but like nature would take over for the Garou and they would
Apparently
lose.
not.
I need you to just stop and listen. Because we're not done yet.
Hmm.
DM.
So, as this final thought comes in, without warning, and completely without prompted, this just massive force of will, for lack of a better term, just surges through everyone, and you just hear, "Enough of this!"
There we go.
And it brings you back to the room, and your interrogator, you hear him just like fall back onto his knees, and he just, or onto his back, and he kind of scrambles up and just goes, "Okay, that was something."
I warned you this would happen. You're
You
lucky he
said
didn't
words.
fry you.
Something like that in your mind couldn't fry me. Were I in your soul, different matter. I can't go that deep, though, but tell me, what was that?
That was a god.
What was that really?
That was the god Fenris.
You keep saying God. The gods haven't been here in millennia.
Yeah,
What was that?
again. Do you want me to keep repeating the same thing?
Until you tell me the fucking truth, yes. Or I could just find out on my own.
Go ahead, go back in, talk to him. I'm pretty sure he'd be more than willing to talk to you and fry you at the same time.
Minds cannot fry other minds. I can change, they can change, but they can't fry. There's a difference. What you savages don't understand.
And then he's gonna
Look at
mess
my
around
chest,
and find
you
out.
idiot. You
What
see this
about it?
glowing scar? This bright red glowing scar. Does this look natural, normal to you?
I thought it was just an interesting body modification. You know how the kids are into that thing nowadays.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. That this is not an unfortunate body modification. This is from a totem that was put into my chest that awoken Fenris. And he is in me now, and he is pissed at everything and everyone because I'm not ransacking, pillaging, and killing everything in my way. His way.
Hmm.
You are playing with actual fire.
Oh.
I told you and you
Interesting.
heard me, and I know you listened, or at least your kind listened here. Show me what you're about, and I will be willing to help you. If you hurt the innocent, I can't. But if you are actually not evil, and are truly neutral or neutral good, you don't need to do this bullshit and risk your own life to get me on your side.
He just kind of looks at you after that. Spion's like, okay.
By all means, keep trying.
One attempt and one failure is to be expected. After all, we're just getting started. But let's see what's actually in your chest. And he just kind of puts his hand. Let's find out together. And once again, the room just kind of zooms out, and you find you're in blackness again. But unlike last time, you notice he's standing there with you, and you seem to be in this gigantic cavern. There seems to be some light emanating from kind of around the edges, but it's otherwise very, very dark. so dark your dark vision can't really see through it.
I'm just gonna pat him on the back and I'm like,
You
well,
can't
let's
move.
go.
You can't
Move.
move.
Oh, I can't move.
No. And finally, what kind of just comes into view is just this gigantic mound, just in the center of this. And there's just this one lone figure, kind of just standing at the top, or sitting at the top of it, just elbow on knee, looking down. I thought I told the last of your kind not to touch my mind. Foolish of you. Oh. And you're here.
Not by my own volition, Fenris.
How unfortunate. I said the last time the next one who touched my mind would suffer. And so you shall. And with that, your interrogator just kind of goes straight up stiff before kind of just, this is going to be painful. Where, like, at the hip, straight up, the upper torso does a full 180.
Crack.
And slamming down into onto the floor.
I warned you this would happen.
I don't think he can hear you now.
Did a pretzel.
No, he's still alive. You don't die instantly from that. You last about 8 to 10 minutes, and that depends. If his organs are okay, he'll live forever.
Bear in mind you're in someone's mind, so whether or not this actually happened outside, different matter altogether. Anyway, fine. As you look at that, you do hear this figure just kind of stepping down from the mound and approaching you, and you notice, unlike the last few times you've spoken with Fenris, this one looks nothing like the Fenris you've spoken to.
Garm?
He is kind of very wiry. He's very much thinner, like almost skin and bone thin. As well, his Fenris eyes used to glow with like this blue energy, you've noticed, but this one is just like complete black pits where his eyes are, and he's just looking at you, going, "So we finally get to meet face to face."
You're not Fenris. Who are
Oh,
you?
I am very much your father. I would know my children. And look how watered down you've become. Your ancestors would weep seeing you as you are now. A pitiful, watered down.
We've had this conversation, Fenris.
Oh, you've had a conversation. With some parts, yes. But not the real whole part.
So
Tell
you're in
me.
pure rage of him.
Tell me, do you think after so many years chained in the dark that not even a god would feel effects of this? And unlike the Fenris you've come to know, there's just a cold void in every word he speaks. There's an ice around every word that it doesn't instill fear in you, but there's something about it, the emptiness of the words and the coldness of what he's speaking, that scares you. And it is like a scared of, I don't know what this thing is.
But it is Fenris.
It's Fenris.
But it's not the Fenris that we know. It's a part of him.
It's possible.
So we're deeper than we've ever been.
That's one way of putting it, yes. Let me ask, you've heard the tale, of course, haven't you? Inside every Garu, every one of my children, there are two beasts. the beasts of kindness, of compassion, of protection, and the beast of rage, cruelty, and destruction. You've heard this. Any true blood Garu, my children, watered down as you are, domesticated as you are. You know this, don't you? Which beast do you think you've been feeding?
I've been feeding you.
Indeed. And slowly, he kind of lifts his hand, and as he does so, without any prompting, your hand lifts with it. Indeed.
Puppet.
One day, all this will be mine again. And I will bring my children back to what they were. So please, keep doing your father a service. Be gone. And it just snaps you back to reality again. And you see your interrogator just kind of scrambling to the wall, just breathing heavily, sweat's pouring down. Like, what
Wanna
are
try?
you?
I am a god.
No, you're not. You're something else. He
You
just kinda
heard
steps
him.
up.
At
He
this
he
point,
opens the door. He's not even listening to you anymore. This one can't be used. Take him back down. And he just walks out and shuts the door behind him.
I'm almost on akin to just letting this pure rage form just take over my body and see what happens.
Well, we'll see how it plays out.
I mean, door's certainly open. Onto you.
Yay!
Your interrogator comes back in. Once again, like him, you are also wearing a muzzle, just not as
Dog-like.
dog-like. It's like a straight up ball. He just walks in, comes over, is like, "All right, friend. I am sorry to say, but well, this is the part where you're not going to enjoy much of what's happening.
I can't say anything, can I?
You can. Oh,
Yeah, you got a ball gag in your mouth. You can emote things.
This is rather uncomfortable. Can you take this out?
I wish we could, friend. I'm surprised I understood you. But he just again comes kind of behind you, puts his hands like on your skull like this.
When he does that. No, that's too much. Too much. Never mind.
You've already started this fucking path.
No.
Yeah, it's
I'm
getting
not gonna
kinky
make
now.
that
It's
joke.
getting very kinky now.
I'm trying to picture.
Okay.
It's too raunchy of a joke for
And-
my taste.
Excuse me. Once again, as you were first understanding, the room just zooms out into blackness, and you come back to as a toddler in the caravan. It's smaller than you remember, but you do remember seeing the great stone pillars of the lower desert. Like if anyone's been to like Arizona, like there are those large standing pillars. I think it's called the Valley of the Gods. And you are walking very much so through it. It's a very comforting scene. You are holding hands with your mother and father there, kind of swinging you back and forth, being very jovial. You're all laughing. You're all kind of playing with each other. Nothing too special. He goes, I am sorry to make this pain, but such as what must be done. And in an instant, you go from being swung in between your parents to slung across your mother's chest as she is running. And there's no caravan, but there are very much people screaming, "Get the thief, get the beggar, kill the child. Get back what she stole." And She is breathing haggard. She is breathing heavy. She is very much scared. She's just kind of stroking her, going, "Be calm, be calm, be calm." And as a Tabaxi, she is running fast, but you know she's kind of limping a little bit as she does so, and she is not in a good state. Go ahead and roll wisdom.
18 on the die,
Okay.
which should make a total of 22.
All right. So as she is running and stroking, she kind of slips you out a little bit, holds back onto your hand, and kind of slings you forward once again. As you come back down, you see the caravan is moving along with you. Your father catches your other hand, and you go back to just swinging calmly back and forth, laughing jovially, giggling as you were as a toddler. You just hear, "All right, that was too core of a memory. I admit, need to do a little more work on this."
It didn't exactly work as you planned, did it?
Not quite, but, this is only our first session. I'm trying not to go too hard. I don't want to break too much. Otherwise, again, it'll only be useful as sweeping the floors. Which, to be fair, we could always use more.
I don't think it'll get that far.
Well, let's try this one. And you are now in your adolescence. You're maybe 16 or so, and you are attempting to practice your own magic, as it were. You're trying to light fireworks. You're putting on a show to the local children at this village your caravans arrived in. You're not doing a good job, so the older ones are just like, whatever. But the younger ones are still just, this is the first time they've seen stuff like this, so they are very much like, ooh, being, normal dumbass kids. He goes, very good, very impressive, very pretty. Let's make it less pretty, shall we?
Well, you didn't?
Not my choice.
You technically do have a choice every time.
I do, so let's make it bad. That's my choice.
That doesn't sound very pleasant.
This is my job, this is what I do, such as it is.
Have you ever thought about negotiating for a raise?
My raise is I get to live a little longer.
In that case, to negotiate better work terms, you should
Unionize with the rest.
unionize with your other torturers.
As you are negotiating in this memory, it switches from you at a bargaining table, holding, or kind of like with chips, just with a ball, some coin, just kind of lifting them up, slightly dropping them one by one across the table from this very scarred and haggard looking gentleman. And you feel a sense of desperation in you, saying that you need to land this deal. You need to get this done, otherwise the caravan's going to starve. And you look back at your product of what you're trying to sell, and you see a series of people in chains. You look back at the man, he's just going, "No, it's going to be 300 gold, not 500. They're children. They're not worth the 500.
Oh, this is disgusting. This is what you're gonna have me remember doing?
The man's still just looking right at you. 300.
Oh, I don't have to act this out, do I? Guy who's learning the memories. Not this. Not this.
Roll
This is
wisdom.
gross.
Win it. Fucking win it.
14?
You reach over, grab the bag of gold, walk out.
Oh, dwarf man, this is gross.
This is the lesser desert, my friend.
You funny fucking Fenris just starts encroaching on everyone's fucking mind.
No, he's only in your head, my dude.
Yep, sorry.
You truly don't know what's going on in the desert, do you?
I knew what was going on mostly. It was just what's going on in my caravan was what I immediately saw.
Okay. So as soon as you kind of just say that in your head, you just kind of snap back to the room, and at this point, that is a memory. You have sold slaves. Congratulations. You remember this very vividly now.
Oh, that's not pleasant.
And you have no idea that he did that too.
Mm-hmm. You're a slaver.
He just kind of walks in front of you, sits back down. So hold on. You mean to tell me you didn't know about this?
No?
How old are you, my friend?
29.
How long have you not been in the Lesser Desert?
10 years.
Wow. I thought I was sheltered from the sun, but you are a sheltered person, my friend. What do you think those caravans were driving?
The blood of the ants.
Alright, so how would this conflict with my character's morals?
You had no idea.
No. So, like, if my character's led to believe this, and I had, like, very, like, set in stone morals about, like, individuality and freedom,
You had no idea your job.
does this
job
like
you're doing with
shift my
this.
character's morals, or do I still keep those morals and just remember doing awful things that conflicted with me?
You remember doing awful things that conflicted with you, which helps set in stone your morals of freedom. Because you understand, like, this, I did fucked up things in order to survive, but none of this shit's okay. So, in fact, a lot of that memory helps really kind of reinforce freedom is a right. And I'm trying not to impede on that. It's just when it came down to I didn't have a choice in this matter. It was either do this or my caravan starves. It was a lose-lose situation regardless. But it taught you an important lesson that this shit is fucked up. And the fact that we had to do this is an even more fucked up thing. So you've experienced it firsthand, and therefore you're never doing it again. You will never do such a thing again. So if anything, it's made your view on freedom as a right even more entrenched inside you.
Okay.
Because again, you've experienced it firsthand. Therefore, never again. Never again. But anyway, back to
I don't remember what he said to me initially.
You don't think this is what happens in the Lesser Desert all the time, eh? That's a very painful memory I just dug up now, isn't it? How long have you been holding that down?
A little bit too long, I assume.
And do you think that was the only case of what happens down there?
I hope only from my caravan.
That you need to speak with your parents about, I think. But I'm sure they'll be happy to see you soon enough. I think I've done enough breaking today. I mean, that was painful enough now, wasn't it?
It was rather hurtful.
And there's a lot for you to think about.
Can I still cast a spell?
The collar is still on you.
I know.
But does it affect the like fake realm of in his head?
No.
Let me ask you this. What spell were you going to cast?
Light.
Light?
Light.
Why?
In a brightly lit room.
Yes.
Flashbang.
Solar flare.
Okay. Out of game. Are you sure you want to do that?
So I'm merely asking because character would be like, wow, that was awful. If I did this my entire life, I don't want that.
This is the only thing you can remember. So it's, and you also get the sense that this was the only time you had to do it. Therefore, it was the only time. This one time you did it because you had to help your caravan.
Okay, I thought you were the idea was it was implying this was a regular thing.
It was
It was a one-time thing that
it was
affected you
it
greatly.
was a one-time thing for you. Yes. That's all he is saying.
Okay. I don't know what you're wanting from me right now.
Are you still wanting to cast a spell?
No,
Okay.
no.
Oh, you don't want to commit suicide?
Yes.
You
That was
do?
the-
You do? Okay, he cast
No, he
light.
said no.
No.
no, that would have been the goal if I were to cast light.
But yeah, no.
It was purely a thing of like, can I do this? Not, I am going to do this. Does it happen?
Okay. I'm going to make this very clear to you. You can always cast your spells. In this situation, you can do it. But you're fucked.
Yeah.
So, at any point from now until this situation, for lack of a better term, that you all found yourself in, you can cast your spells. But it will not end well so long as you have that collar on you. Any further questions?
No.
Very good.
What happens if I just give in to Fenris right now?
No.
What do you want to do, Max?
Need to figure that out later.
Yeah, right now he's on Ezra.
So, anyway,
Bites Sally's heads off.
back to the interrogator. He's just kind of looking at you with this dark smile. He's like, "Let me ask. That was the only time I could find, at least looking on the surface, that you ever did that. How does it make you feel?"
I don't think I'll be here long, one way or another.
What makes you say this?
Just a gut feeling.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, I think I've done. That was painful enough, even for me to watch, man. Like, ugh. I'm sorry. That was. I can't imagine. He says this knowing full well he planted that memory in you.
Pure fucking evil.
And the whole goal is to break down to build back up. So, gotta be kind of a dick to do it. So, I'll tell you this. We are scheduled to do more sessions of this tomorrow. I think I won't do that to you. I will take you back down to your friends in the cells. You can actually sleep on a bed. Albeit it's not going to be a very comfortable bed, but it's probably more comfortable than what you find yourself in.
Oh, the suspense is killing me.
I hate you for that respect. So, for now, just relax as best you can. You will sleep on bed tonight. Sound good? Sounds good. Then he just kind of gets up and just straight up walks out.
Alright.
Do I want to torture you?
Don't know what you're gonna get.
How about instead of a heroic march back into town, let's just say, yeah, you treated POWs pretty nastily one time, and it messes with your head.
I could actually see that though.
What?
That you treated POWs nasty.
War is war.
Even so, POWs should be treated with some respect.
If they're Nazis, fuck no. That's, remember, he's BJ Blazkowicz.
There weren't Nazis.
He could see them as them.
You don't.
Oh.
Please refer this practice. Choose to
Anyway.
allocate for your thing.
When it feels like nightfall, again, you don't have any concept of time because you don't have any windows. You're finally back all in the cells. They've decided, you know what, next couple days, we're going to take it easy on you guys. You're back down in the cells because they realize, like, we can't break you. There's something else inside you. We're not dealing with that. You're just getting a break because, again, that was fucked up.
That was rather fucked up.
It was very fucked up.
Now you're fucked up. Now you're fucked up.
And you're back in your situation where the spikes are above you. You're chained in. You move them. They move up. You move them down. They come back down.
Yeah.
I'm just going to use this to
Dealt
like
with.
get experience points and just keep working on
That's
it.
not how experience points works.
It's really, really
I know.
not. And after you keep doing that, finally, from the other cell across from you, just yourself, he goes, "Kannst du nicht, bitte? Can you not, please? It has been a long day, a long few days.
Exercising intensifies.
Please stop. Please."
Which voice is that?
It's obvious.
Safia, what's going on?
Well, we're stuck in a cell. I have something around my neck which prevents me from casting spells. Your friend also has this. It's very dark. It's very dank. At least it's dry. Kind of. In certain corners. And I have no idea how many days it's been, nor how long we have until rescue comes. So, it's been delightful. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, it has. Don't answer that. You notice the Dragonborn are just... They're calm, but you can tell it's like they're fucking done. Like, they're tired. You get the sense as well, they've kind of gotten the brunt of the breaking. Like, both on a mental and a physical level. They look kind of beat up. And not just from the displaced piece. Like, it looks like these dudes were used as punching bags. They are tired. Kind of bloody. Not very talkative at the moment either, because they're just like, we need to focus on recovering.
Does it make a lot of noise when I do that or something?
Very much so. Like,
chains.
again,
hear
you
it.
are lifting chains and you are lifting a part of the ceiling.
So
And
it's-
when you bring it back down, the part of the ceiling squeals back down, squeals up, squeals back down, squeals up. You see what I'm getting at. So. Well, I guess with that, we will bring tonight's session to a close. The tortures and the alterings have begun, and y'alls are not too happy. I can feel it. You
I'm-
especially. But
I'm just about to let the deepest, darkest form of Fenris just take over and see what happens.
we'll
It
see
just
what
explodes.
It's entirely possible that something like that actually would happen, but
And I'm just conflicted.
You are a fucking dead man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If Fenris gets, if my rage takes over, you are.
No, I was always on your side.
That's
That's not how it works.
no.
That's how it works.
we will see what we see.
Yep.
So, right, this week is
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. I don't have any conflicts next week, so unless any of us do,
I don't know your conflicts like
No, but
Sunday.
I do have a conflict the week after.
Okay.
that should be fine. That should be fine. That should be
Okay.
fine. So, thank you everyone so much for joining us this week. It has been a delight. I don't feel bad about anything I did to these characters.
Wow.
No regrets.
Y'all have
Great.
done this to me. Y'all have done this to me. You have made me go slightly insane. After all of your
That was
fucking
amazing,
puns
though.
and dad jokes, you deserve everything that's coming to you, motherfucker. I'm just joking.
I'm just wanting Max to have a little bit of a fun
Hey, I'm
time in
having
the
fun.
driver's seat as Johnny fucking Silverhand here.
The truck puppy.
We'll figure that out later. Anyway, until next time, everyone, thanks so much for showing up. We'll see you next time. And until then, Skull, and be well.